So we want to make sure that your mind is not wasted in life journey. So we know that new things start developing. Also, we ask you that, if you're interested in contacting these beautiful young ladies, that there'll be a number up there that you can contact them, or even their email, and get involved with what's going on. And always remember that the job that you're in right now is not your last job. We promote education, we promote health, we promote spiritual growth, we promote everything because the community is hurting, but we want to make sure that we want to invest in you. So only thing you have to do is just participate, and things will work out just fine. I want to introduce you to two beautiful young ladies. One was a classmate a few years ahead of me in school, but that's okay. Go Belton Tigers, okay, all right, just letting you know that, but it's okay, okay? Now I live in Temple, so Temple Wildcats, okay, all right, so we make sure we get that out of the way. But introduce you to Dr. Susan Guzman Trevino, and Guzman was her maiden name in high school, okay? And then also we have Miss Dee Dee Griffith, as in Andy Griffith, okay? But, just let you know that we do have these beautiful people that are here, and they're going to be talking to you about different things going on at the beautiful community of Temple College here in Temple, Texas. So, Dee Dee, I'll let you go first. Introduce yourself, and then Doc, if you introduce yourself, then we'll go from there.
Okay, thank you so much for having me. I'm Dee Dee Griffith. Like he said, I'm Vice President of Workforce Development for Temple College, and I'm working with our students in our community to build pipeline to jobs and help people be prepared for employment and improving their financial situation. So I'm excited to be here and tell you about all the new things we're doing.
All right, thank you. Doc?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Susan Guzman Trevino, as Pastor Beeman said, and thank you, Pastor Beeman, for having both of us on your program this evening. I have the pleasure of serving as Vice President at Temple College also, along with Dee Dee, and I get to work with all the faculty and staff and our students. I have the pleasure of working with our students and trying to find ways to connect with them better, serve them better. So as Dee Dee said, we're here tonight to share with you the great opportunities that Temple College provides, and also ways that we can support you and get you on campus, show you around, and anything else that you might be interested in learning.
Amen. Now, we're going to talk, and we like to improv it as we go at the same time. What got you all involved, not with Temple College, but before then, about education, about trying to instill information to the community? What got you involved? You might have go 20, 30 years back, whatever. It's fine. But just something that really just stuck out in your mind and said, I need to do something about what's going on in the community that God has blessed me with. And you all can chime in whenever you choose to.
Want me to go first? Wow. Okay. Well, gosh, you said I could go back a long way, right?
Yes, all the way.
Okay. Well,
back to infant.
All right. Well, pretty close to that. I'm the oldest of 6 children, and in a very poor family. We struggled a lot, but my dad always emphasized how important education was, and which was not pretty rare for families like mine, and even my cousins. They didn't really grow up with dads telling them that. But I had a special 4th grade teacher. She was Miss Morgan from McGregor. And I tell you, up to that point, how much time do we have?
Just talk.
So up to that time, my 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade teachers thought that there was something wrong with me. They said they thought I might be slow, or they thought that I couldn't learn. They were getting very frustrated with me. But then when I got to 4th grade, I had Miss Morgan, and she saw something in me that just changed my life. She really did. She changed my life because she believed in me. She started telling people, including my parents, how smart I was, what a good student I was. And you know what? I started living up to that. And I saw at that point what a difference a good teacher can make. And so after that, I became a straight A student, pretty much all through junior high and high school. And so after that, the teachers make a difference. And I know we've got teachers in our congregations, and so teachers make a difference. And I was very blessed to have married my high school sweetheart, and he has supported me to get my education and we had children at a very early time in our marriage. And the whole time he was very supportive. I graduated from Temple College back when it was called Temple Junior College. Went to UMHB, University of Mayhard-Baylor, and then was blessed to be able to teach first grade for 7 years before coming to Temple College. And people ask me all the time, why did you leave the first graders? You must not have liked the children. That wasn't the case at all. I love the children because the children love me. And the cool thing about teaching the children was that you could see when the light bulbs came on and they were learning, and to know that I was a little part of that was so special. I got to do that at the college too, but it was definitely more apparent at the younger age. And God has just blessed me throughout my life to give me opportunities to help more and more people, to help more and more students, and to work with such wonderful people.
All right, well, Dee Dee, back down memory lane.
Wow. That's awesome. It is a really loving, wonderful experience. Those of us that work at Temple College know it really is a family. But I grew up, my dad owned a machine shop, and he was a mechanic, industrial mechanic. For 50 years he had a machine shop. So I grew up in industry, and I always loved to work with my hands. I did fine in school, but I really was not a fan. Really was not a fan of being there. I would do what I had to do so I could get home and ride horses and do other things. And so I will tell you, I went off to college on a vocal scholarship, and I stayed 2 weeks. I stayed 2 weeks, and I came back home. I had never been away from home before. I had never been away from my horses or my family. And I went to a community college. I literally came home and went late registration. Class had already been going on for a week. And I started going, and I felt so connected at the community college. And I realized, like, immediately, colleges have to be a good fit. And college was for me, because for 2 weeks I didn't think it was. I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. And as soon as I got to the community college, I felt like I was at home. And there was one faculty member, one teacher in particular, Wally Fowler, who happened to also be a piano player. So he and I did, over the years, we made a lot of music together, but he made me feel like I belonged there. And so I got a degree in drafting from a community college, from Lee College in Baytown, Texas, and then went and started my own business and did great things for 5 or 6 years. And he got sick and asked me to come back and teach. And I went kicking and screaming, y'all. I would have never thought I was going to be a teacher. That was not anything that ever in a million years entered into my mind. But the first night when I sat down with those young people and was able to show them how to draw and do what I had been doing, it was like the light bulb, seeing the light bulb go on, and knowing that in a few weeks, these individuals are going to be able to go get a job. And it just was life-changing for me and life-changing for them. And I taught for 16 years in the classroom, taught drafting and engineering technology, and which in a minute when we talk about new programs, you'll understand where some of this sort of passion came from. But it really was a person and me connecting with a fit. And that's what we want to do with the students. We want to help them find purpose. We want to help them find something that they're going to love to do and is going to bring them a wage that's going to support their families.
Amen. Boy, that's awesome. Well, I mean, going back down memory lane will spark some things in your life. And Miss Susan, you said that you married your sweetheart that's over here to our left, to your right up there. I know you don't see him, but that's okay. And we've been knowing each other for a long time. And I think you was even in the band, wasn't you? Yeah, March 100. It was more than 100 people was in it, but we called it the March 100. So it was a whole lot of good things going on. Now let's get into why we are here. And now, since you have laid a foundation of what got you where you are today, let's talk about Temple College. Let us know what's going to Temple College, the information, and not only that, but give us an insight of who we need to contact, where we need to go, and how it would better our life. I know it's a whole bunch of questions at one time, but just shoot it out, and anyone you all could talk about it.
Well, I'll get us started, and then Dee Dee can jump in because as she said, she's got some exciting programs coming out. But Temple College has a reputation for excellence in the community. A lot of times, people come to Temple College because they plan to transfer. But we've realized that we're not helping as many people as we should. We're not reaching people that we should. We still have people in our community who don't know that Temple College is their community college, and that Temple College is there to support them. And so we're looking for ways to connect with our community. At Temple College, we've got everything from health professions, nursing, respiratory care, surgical technology. Some of these programs are just like certificates where you can get a certificate and start out making a really good wage. We had a program today, a review on respiratory care. And just, with a certificate type program, you can get out and make a really good wage. Dee Dee talked about making a good wage for your families. We also have things like business and computers, cybersecurity, teachers. I know we've made a connection to this wonderful church and helping teachers in their facility, the daycare facility or the school facility. We have teacher ed programs. We have music. We have, a lot of times people don't know that because we're a community college, we have music programs. We have athletics. We have student clubs and organizations. So sometimes people don't think about Temple College as a good experience. If I want to go away to a university because they think, Temple College doesn't have any of that. We do have that. We have great opportunities. And to tell you the truth, it's a great place to start. Even though it seems like I had a lot of success when I went to Temple College, it was scary for me because I didn't go straight out of high school. I went to work first. And that's when I realized that, hey, this is just a horrible job. It was a good paying job, but it was a horrible job. And I knew that I needed to go to school, but it was scary at that point. I didn't know who to talk to, who to connect with, and it was just a guessing game. Which building do I go into and who do I talk to? And I'm telling you, right now, Temple College has people right now who are just waiting for you to come. And if we need to, we'll show you around campus, we'll connect with you, we'll get you on campus. But we've got all kinds of programs, and I'll let Dee Dee talk a little bit about her programs that she's just started with us.
Well, first I want to tell you that Temple College has something for you. It doesn't matter if you failed to complete your high school diploma. We can help you with your GED. You can also get some workforce training while you're studying for your GED. I know that most people don't necessarily want the GED. They want what they can achieve after they have that high school diploma. And so we really try to get you looking down the line and working on that, and we just get that GED for you along the way. And by the way, it's free. Our GED training and our training is paid for by a grant from the state of Texas. And so we have really high success. And James Skinner is over that department, and boy, he just does, they treat their students like they're part of the family. So it really, I want to kind of talk in sequence about what we do and how we can connect you to the types of training. So we can help you if you don't have your high school diploma. We can also, if you have your high school diploma, or you are not happy in the job that you're in, you don't feel like you're making wages that is really a sustainable wage for your family, you want to make more money, or if you don't have a job, we can put you in short-term training. We don't have to test you to see if you test your math or your English. There are some short-term training programs that we can get you in through our business and continuing education. We kind of call it BCE, but that's workforce's short-term training. So, for example, certified nurse assistant, or phlebotomy, or certified medical assistant. And now we have a new one called polysomnography, which is the sleep study. It's the technician that does the sleep studies. And those are all programs that you can get without enrolling fully into the credit side of the college. We have a lot of opportunities for funding to help pay for that. We work with the Workforce Solutions a lot. If someone's unemployed, we can help get their benefits straight so that they can get training paid for. So 2 non-traditional pathways. And then, of course, I'm going to let her talk about dual credit, but we have non-credit and credit. They can roll into one another. I mean, you can start short term and then you can come on into the credit side. So let me tell you about a couple of new programs. This fall, we started a new one called Electromechanical Engineering Technology. Sounds awesome, right? It's basically a multi-craft technician program. The students that come into this program are going to learn electrical, mechanical, hydraulics, pneumatics. They're going to learn automation and some robotics. This is the training for Samsung. This is the training for a lot of our industrial partners. And so you can get enrolled immediately and you can get a certificate pretty quickly and go to work. The second program that we revamped this semester was a drafting program. I mentioned y'all, I have my roots in drafting. The CAD Engineering Technology program, we created 2 pathways. One, you can draw and design buildings and then move into the lab and actually do some building, some construction. The other one is mechanical, and on that side, you're going to be doing some robotics and designing with electronics. And so those programs have non-credit on-ramps and they have credit. And we would love to get you connected with those. There's some new programs coming too, but we'll save that for the end.
Okay, wow. Now, you look on your screen, you should see some numbers and names that's going across there, and tell us again who they are and how you get in contact with them, and maybe possibility their email. So we don't know what the IT person is doing back there, but we know they're doing something, and we thank them for doing that. Now, give us some more information. What's going on? I mean, it's much more. They got a baseball team. They got a girls and boys basketball team. They got softball team. What else y'all have back there in sports?
Volleyball.
Volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We do.
Oh,
Great
golf.
sports.
I forgot golf.
We don't have golf anymore.
Oh, okay,
Not
you had it
anymore,
golf.
but
Okay.
it's only been a couple of years that our girls softball team won national championship.
Wow.
So our athletes go on to play for Division I schools.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have a great athletic program. I was going to mention too. Dee Dee mentioned about some of the courses that are free. We have a lot of grants right now. We've been very fortunate at Temple College to receive grants that allow students to come to class for free, take classes, take entire programs. Grants are free, basically free money that you don't have to pay back, which is wonderful. And so thanks to some of the grants that we've received, that's how we've been able to buy some of Dee Dee's new equipment. We've been able to, the sleep program that she just mentioned, we got to buy, I don't know, a lot. We spent a lot of money on equipment, but it was paid for through a grant. And the students who went through the program this summer, they didn't have to pay anything. Their books, everything was covered. So this is a great time for you to try to come to Temple College. As Dee Dee said, some of the programs you can enroll in are free, and if they're not free, we'll get you some grants so that you can get started on it. Whether it's a certificate or a credit program, we have funds available to help you.
Wow, you said, grant means free. Free is free. When it's free, it's best time to take opportunity, because if you don't, then someone else will. And then on the sleep study, y'all could study me. I just go to sleep and y'all put those little things on my head, whatever y'all do. And just don't bother me now when I go to sleep. Don't wake me up and say, okay, now you need to turn to left or right. Just let me go, okay? But it's all good. But other than that, I'm telling you, it is a great opportunity. You hear me? A great opportunity for you to do something about yourself. Sometimes we're interested in going out, but not only that, but giving us information that is very important to us. And you hear the lady say, you could get a non or a certificate, and that means more extra zeros behind your paycheck. So, you got to look at all different things to support your family or just yourself, and to get you further on down the road than where you are today. Now, Dee Dee, we went to Dallas last Friday, and we had a one-day, I know y'all may have more, but we had a one-day seminar and talking about information there. Can you expound on some of that information that you can give? Okay.
Sure. So last Friday, it was a convening in Dallas, and it was really about 10 partnerships that have really embraced their community and engaged in what the colleges call collective impact. And it's about bringing cross-sector partners together faith-based groups, education partners, business and industry, local government, health and human services, and bringing them together to create programs that can really serve the whole student. Getting them into employment, but also connecting them with services if they need services. We at Temple College, we're sort of now being able to ground our services around, we call them wraparound supports. We have a new circle of support, and actually I'd like for Susan to tell you about Circle of Support.
Sure. We're so happy to be able to provide some services for our students. We realized a few years ago that a lot of times students end up dropping out of school because it's not because they can't figure out their homework. They can't do their homework. They have trouble with. It's because life happens.
Right.
You know, they end up having a flat tire, or they have a family emergency. Somebody loses a job in the family and they don't have food on the table. Well, that's going to take priority over their education. So through our Circle of Support, we provide not only a food pantry where students can go every single day and get a bag of groceries for themselves and their family every day, but we also have a social worker on site to work with students and get them connected to whether it's mental health resources, child care resources. If they have a flat tire one morning and they need some money to get a new tire, we have what we call a student success fund that allows students to get the funds that they need to get that tire fixed. So all kinds of wraparound support services. Those are in addition to our academic support services. We have all kinds of tutoring available in person, daytime, evening, just all kinds in math and science and whatever you need tutoring in. We've got services and success coaches to help.
Wow. I mean, that's a mouthful right there. I mean, you all are just pointing out. Now, the oldest student, can you give me an age bracket that the oldest student you all may have?
I'm not sure about Temple College. The oldest one I've taught was 82.
Wow. 82. And, single moms, no excuse. They said they had food pantry. They said they had everything that you need. And I like the word she said, wrap around. That means every complete 360 they can help you with. So don't let the children be your downfall. We don't look for a hand out. We want a hand up. And that's what we're asking you to do. Just get yourself up. Get around some positive people. Get around some people that's going somewhere. Get around somebody that is going to benefit, and you tag along with them so they could instill you to do much more. Now, another thing we talked about in Dallas was about the faith base and how can we get it out to the community? How can we get it out to our churches? And that's where we come in handy at. And we're not only concerned about your spiritual being, but we also depend on your natural being. And not only that, but to get some education behind yourself. Now, would education get you into heaven? Definitely not. Spiritual will get you into heaven if you accept Christ as your personal Savior. However, we need to enjoy life here. So those many extra zeros behind those your paycheck, it will look just beneficial to life itself. Glory to God. Okay, go ahead. I just get excited.
I love it. No, thank you. So a lot of our programs have attached to them work-based learning opportunities. So not only do you get through the program and you get the learning, but a lot of times we can connect a student with an internship or an apprenticeship, or the nurses go through clinical experiences, and they get a chance to connect with employers before they ever get out. So we also, though, you don't have to know what you want to do. And there was a young lady I met tonight, and she said that she had come to Temple College. She's about to start because someone brought her. She didn't know what to do. I want you to know that that's what we do. You don't have to know what you want to do. You know that you want to change and you need an education. And then we have a career advisor who can take you through some career exploration and talk to you about what things you like to do. Do you like to work with your hands? Do you like to be inside or outside? Do you like to help people, or do you like to, learn new things? Do you like technology? Do you like to use computers? All those things. And we can actually help you kind of make a plan. It doesn't have to be all in one day. You don't have to come in and decide you're going to go and get a master's degree. We can do this in increments. So we can help you stack those things, baby steps. Let's get you in here, find out what it is you want to do and what's a good fit for you, and then we can help you figure it out.
Wow. That's something. I mean, we have no, tell you what, we have no excuse. We have no excuse whatsoever. We know the pandemic came, and we still have no excuse. So I'm telling you, it's up to you to do what you need to do to make life much better. Now, did we say things are gonna be perfect? Definitely not. But it'll get you further on down the road. There's less worries that you have, and not only that, but you can benefit the community, and then you can take your information that you received and pass it on to someone else. So I'm telling you, it's deeper than what I can even comprehend, but it's worth it to invest in your mind. It's deep. It's deep. Yeah, they're whispering. I don't know what they're saying, but it's okay. I know it's all deep. But anything else y'all want to talk about?
Just a couple of things. I mentioned earlier about Temple College having a reputation for being a good place to go if you want to transfer. But we have wonderful partnerships. In fact, Texas A&M Central Texas in Killeen is our top university transfer place, and we have actually representatives of that university on our campus to connect with students who are that way. It's so seamless. We have representatives from UMHB who come and also work with our students. So if you know you're interested in transferring, we have great pathways, and so you don't lose a single credit. You hear that sometimes people think I'll end up taking too many credits, and that isn't good. But I would like to say too, whether it's interest in a health profession career or one of Dee Dee's new programs, if you come on our campus, we'll take you around. We can show you the new state-of-the-art medical facilities that we have for our programs, where our nurses get trained, where our sonographers get trained, and then if you want to look at Dee Dee's cool equipment, she'll take you over there and show you all the neat things that you can do with her equipment. Whatever you want to see, if you want to go meet the basketball players or the baseball players, we'll take you over there, let you see our fine arts department or visual arts. They do some really cool things. We would love for you to just take that step and connect with us. You've got our cards, you've got our contact information. Connect with us. We'll get you hooked up at Temple College, and we'd love to have the opportunity to show you around.
Now, I knew back in the day, I don't know, I haven't been over there lately, but you all used to have a department where they would clean your teeth for a certain amount of...
Still do.
Okay.
Still
and
do.
What's the cost of that?
It's free.
Wow. If you want to get your teeth clean, go to Temple College. Okay? That's just simplicity right there. Don't go around with, that's all I'm saying. We're on television. Don't want to, make it sound so gory. But if you want to get your teeth fixed and clean, go do so. It's free. And how do you get in contact with that?
Just contact me on the screen. Contact me, and I'll hook you up with the director for our dental hygiene program.
Wow.
Give you information on when they're doing that.
Okay, you said free.
Free.
Like walk in and fill out whatever you need to fill out.
And you get to
lay
go
down
back there.
and open your mouth, and they just go to work.
They go to work.
Wow, free.
Shiny as
At one
ever.
time, it used to, I think, $10 or $15. I think that was back in the day. But now it's free. That's crazy, guys. That is, get your teeth cleaned free. Okay? Wow, that's something. What else? What else is free other than grants and everything else?
Well, there are so many family-friendly free activities. Musicals, drama, orchestra, jazz, live music. We have an art exhibit going on right now, don't we? And, we've looked at the research. The more children get on a college campus, doesn't matter which one, the more time they get on a college campus, the more likely they are to go and complete. And so as a family, one of the best things you can do to create a college-going culture in your family, create an expectation with the little ones, is to just bring them on the campus so that they're not intimidated. Let them come on the campus. We'll have them sit and listen to some music. There's some really amazing performances there. And then let them feel comfortable on the campus. Also, summer camps.
That's right.
You want to talk about it?
Yes, again, thanks to some wonderful grants we received. We offered some wonderful summer camps this summer too. On cyber, it was STEM. It was coding. So the students who went through this summer program ended up with a little, like a robot of their own. They created it.
Wow.
It was so cool to see them get excited making those things, and then just working with other children to build these robots. And wow, what a leg up they got this summer. Not only did they, get a good experience, but that's the area that's really growing right now is technology, the robotics, and Dee Dee and her faculty are growing more of those camps. So we expect to have a lot more next summer. So stay tuned for more information on some of those.
Wow. So we're talking about 2023.
Yes.
Wow. Well,
they're free also. Those were for junior high and elementary. We had both this year.
Well, we'll talk to Dr. Butler, and she'll have quite a few. And then on teeth cleaning, I'm gonna make sure Lord Fellowship Church is going to get their teeth clean. So we're gonna make sure it's all good. Like I said, this is live. We got to have fun at the same time. I know that I know Dr. Ponce is probably watching, but I'm just who I am. So praise God for that. Give us some last-minute thoughts and information that if you all want to share with us, please.
I just want to say that a few years back, the school that I was at in Temple College became involved in something called Achieving the Dream. And we all drank the Kool-Aid. It really is taking a hard look at who's not at our college that needs to be at our college, who's at our college that may not be doing as well as we would like for them to, and how can we as an institution reinvent ourselves so that students will feel welcome and can come in and be successful. And I just want you to know that what you see before you and the rest of the leadership at Temple College, we're very committed to our students and to their success. And we would love to have you and your families come join us so that we can share what we love and hope you find the things that help you be successful with your family.
Doc?
Sure. That great lead-in, Dee Dee. I was just thinking, you mentioned Dr. Ponce, our president. She came to Temple College in 2019, and I have been at Temple College. I just celebrated my 30th year at the college. And I have to tell you that since Dr. Ponce came, the college is totally different. I mean, totally focused on the community. Dr. Ponce has such a heart for the community and wants to do as much outreach as possible to help everyone know that Temple College is here for you. And so I think with that, it explains why we're here, what we're doing. We want to connect. We want to bring you on our campus and help you to see that this can be your home. We're just like a family there, and we want you to be part of that family. So whatever we can do to get you take that step. We're here. You've got contact information. Pastor Beeman now, he and I are tight, so he can get you over there. We'll get you set up. But please take that first step. Get connected with us. Let us show you around and see what we can do to help.
All right. Well, I mean, we covered a whole lot in a little over 30 minutes. I mean, I know it's more, but you have to get involved first. That's the first thing you need to do. And not only that, I'm trying to get the church involved in going out to the community and just instilling their information, not only that, but giving a new insight of life. And I thank God that we're on the east side of town, and in the east side, we're about to bring it out. There was a song that Donna Ross sung back in the day, I'm Coming Out. I'm not going to sing because my sister said I can't sing, so I'm not going to sing it. But y'all know that song. So in other words, we're bringing the east side out. And they're going to be with the north, south, and west side of town also. So it'll be an equal balance here in the city of Temple. So I'm telling you, get yourself educated. Get yourself going. Quit hanging around people that are not going nowhere. But get around people that's going somewhere, okay? So let me say it one more time. I know I'm going to get some backlash behind this, but get around people that's going somewhere. And tell you, you'll benefit yourself. It's very healthy. You won't go to bed laying down, disappointed, upset, stressed, or any of that. But it gives you a new look of life. So I really appreciate, you all listening to us for tonight and giving Doc here and Sister right here. Forgot her name, but you know your name, but it's all cool. But Sister Dee Dee, all right, Sister Dee, thank you, congregation. But I'm telling you, it is awesome for that, for you all to just listen and then pass the word around. Even the video that you're having right now, just push share and just pass the video around so they can see that they get understanding. Free grants, get your teeth clean. Single moms, even husband and wife team, if you still feel like you're down and out, there's a wraparound. 360, that they can help you with everything. Only thing you have to do is instill yourself in what you need to do. But thank you for joining us at New Day Fellowship Church, growing church, new vision for a multicultural generation. We thank you for coming and hanging out with us. If you want to give us a call and say, hey, I'd like to share some things, or just talk to us, our phone number is 254-899-9321. Again, 254-899-9321. Or you can join us on our website, and that's www.anewdayfellowship.org. And now we're going to have these, Dr. Susan's going to come back at a later date and bring her husband with her, and they're going to talk about church deals, church duties, and not only that, but where they serve the Lord at 100% capacity. So they'll be back in this area, so we appreciate that. Like I say, I appreciate both of you all spending your time of giving information out to the community to let them know what you're doing. So God bless you, love you, have a wonderful day. We'll see you on Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Bye.